Hi everyone, welcome to The Way I See It. Although I don't know if you can see it. I can see it. Yes, I'm in frame. Hi everyone, welcome back to The Way I See It, also known as Let's Be Frank. And today we're going to just jump straight in and we're going to be frank, really frank. Well, right now I'm Zahida. I'm also hiding behind the mask. Why? Because I suppose that's what many people are doing these days. They are sitting and passing judgment on so many things affecting us directly in and around the world, also in South Africa. And they are sitting in their computer or in front of their computer behind masks and on the armchair and delivering comments which are more disgusting than you'll ever come across in a democratic South Africa. Things particularly hot right now, it's the American election. Upcoming American election between Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. I can't even, as they say. Then there's, of course, in South Africa, the Fees Must Fall campaign. Right now, Hurricane Matthew has just turned around and left the Florida coast, but they also hit Haiti first. And Haiti as well had over 800 people killed in that hurricane. But the news only made, I think, 30% of the news coverage, and 70% of the news coverage, of course, was more important in American politics that the world is also interested in. Interestingly enough, no one changed your Facebook filter to say that we stand with Haiti when there was over 800 people killed there just through one hurricane. Yet with over 1 million people marching in Paris on Facebook, creating a filter for Paris so many years. Not that I'm complaining about that. This is what got me going. It's the whole hypocrisy around everything in the world today. For example, here I'm sitting behind a mask. I'm saying what exactly I want to do, but I'm not hiding. This is where I am. You know where to find me. You know what I want to say. In South Africa, particularly right now, a hotbed of conversation and discourse amongst families is the fees must fall. And of course, once again, the students are at the forefront of that action. They are literally driving this momentum to force government. And I understand all the arguments. Yes, we cannot afford it in the country right now. And if you look at all the conversations and the debates going around the country at the moment, you'll find that it's largely white, privileged individuals that has something to say about it, calling these people barbarians. Who's going to pay? My taxes is going to pay. Education is not free. We can't afford it. And education is a privilege. Yes, we know all of that. But at some stage or the other, we have to recognize that fees are out of reach, out of many of the basic South Africans who deserve an education, whether free or not. It's not a privilege, it is a right. Education and access to education is a right. And when I hear people saying, oh, I had to work 3 degrees, my family had to pay for it, etc. So I'm wondering what this outrage is about. Are people outraged that and they have been called monkeys, they have been called barbarians, and they've been called all sorts of names online, again with people behind masks that says, who do they think they are to destroy these universities that we have built? So once again, I suppose white people think that they have the right, which these universities were built on the back of black labor. And of course, they themselves went to university and paid for fees, which at the time, had they stood in line themselves and fought for free education, then this wouldn't be an issue right now. And yes, they had to pay for education, but yes, maybe we don't have to. Maybe we didn't have to. Right now, they are outraged by this protest and outraged by the way these hooligans are going on. Yeah, I'm not too proud of some of their actions either, but it has gotten it to the front page of the newspaper and to the steps of Parliament. So something needs to be said about that. Why wasn't all these people, if you take about 100 people online right now that's outraged about this, students acting out and how they have a right to education, ask that very same 100 people, let's divide that into color if we have to, but let's take it by economics. Those that have had education, those that have had access to money, and those who have had not. So let's just call them the haves and the have-nots. I will bet you 10,000 rand to 1 that those in the haves, where were they when they were supposed to be outraged about apartheid? Where were they when Steve Biko was killed in detention? Where were they when the Gugulethu 7 was killed? Where were they when Ashley Kriel was killed? Where was the outrage when apartheid laws came in and forcibly tore parties apart? Why didn't they say anything then? Why didn't they even hide behind masks then? Why didn't they use the medium available to them at the time? They had access to pen, paper, no computers yet, but pen and paper. They could have marched themselves. They could have written to the editor. But where was that outrage then against apartheid, against human rights, against all these things that happened to us way back in the day? But no, they are outraged that these barbarians are destroying property. I don't give a crap, okay? I don't give a crap. Change must happen, and students have been at the forefront of change for many things which they themselves and their children today are benefiting from. So anyway, that's that. That's my, beef about that and my rant with regards to fees must fall. Outrage must rise. Okay, outrage must rise, not only about that, but about other things as well. Okay, right now, Haiti, you've got 880 people killed. Hey, did the American media cover any of that at all? Did we, even as South African media, cover? How much of that in Haiti did we cover? And how much of Hurricane Matthew in the US did we cover? You will look, it's disproportionate again. It's privilege again. Whose lives really matter here? And so anyway, we're back to politics. We're back to whose lives matter. And again, does Palestinian lives matter? Does Syrian lives matter? No, not so much. Does Haitian lives matter? No, not so much as, the outrage, Kim Kardashian being attacked in her Paris hotel room. Yes, it is news. Okay, let's report on that. But can we look at Syria as well, which every day people are dying? There's no need for the United States to go in there. Why? There's nothing there. They've already pillaged and raped that country to its knees. They've brought it to its knees. Why? They're afraid to take on Russia. Because Russia is involved there, and so if they get involved there, it's the Russian and the American. No, we can't have that. So let's just let the Syrians sort out themselves, and day by day they die. Hey? The refugees in other people's countries. And then what do we say? Oh, no, these refugees, there's no place. They're taking over our whole... No. Less than 30,000 people has been taken in as refugees in the United States, which I think is 0.1% of the entire population. Whereas Canada has taken on much more than that. There's 2.5 million refugees taken on in Turkey, 1 million refugees in Jordan. And then they say, oh no, Muslims can't support each other. Muslims are supposed to talk out. Yes, we have taken care of our own. And we don't care if it's Muslim Syrians or Christian Syrians. We are taking them in. So before you talk about other people, look in front of your own door. Look right now, America, and see, oh my God, who's going to be your elected representative that is going to represent? If Donald Trump represents you in America, oh my goodness. The latest scandal about what he said about women, I don't even want to go there. I look forward this Sunday to the debate. Hopefully he will withdraw his candidacy and do the right thing. It's the lesser of the two evils. If I have to choose one, I'll choose Hillary Clinton. But Donald Trump shouldn't even be up there in the first place. Why am I going on like this? I don't know. Outrage, momentum finally made me do another video. I haven't even taken a breath right now. There's so much to say. But again, this scarf, it is symbolic of the struggle happening right now in Palestine. Are you outraged? When last did you stand up for something? What was that something for? Was it against a humanitarian issue? Was it for human rights for anybody other than yourself? What have you done lately other than sit at the sidelines behind a mask or behind a computer and just drop comments and stir and stir and stir? It is time that if you want to make change, that you got to get out there and affect change yourself. Try to be a good person. Try to be there for humanity, not only just for yourself. The world is changing. It is happening. You can see the craziness in the world today. Find your place. Pick your battles, but don't sit there like a coward and then call people out without being, behind anonymous name as such. I'm not scared. I ain't scared. I've received ugly threats. I've received the most horrible names. But when I try and investigate who they are simply anonymous. You know where to find me. You know what my issues are. Let's be frank, we need to start talking about this. We need to start looking underneath, because the way I see it, there is a hotbed of issues, not only in this country, but across the world, that are polarizing us as a people, and it is going to explode one way or the other. Where will you be when that happens? On which side will you be when that happens? Anyway, this is the way I see it. I believe we've got so much more to talk about. I'll speak to you on the other side. Keep watching. Bye.